Hello guys, today I want to take you through my cooking. That's where we've reached cooking videos. So anyway, I'm gonna show you something here. Okay, so this is pumpkin. Tie of this part of pumpkin, and inside there I'm gonna put it like this, whole of it. See, then here are plantains. I've chopped some plantains. This, okay, some plantains, and then we have Irish potato. It was about to spoil. This one here is Irish potato. So I'm gonna show you how I cook. You bring this here. You cook like a Rasta man, you know? Cooking like a Rasta man. My friend. The only difference is I'm using gas, because I'm in a country where gas is plenty available. So then you put your plantain like that. This is one of the best ever home cooked meal you can ever imagine of. Let me show you how this goes. I'm speaking slow because my son is asleep, Maisha. This is his 5th month, so I don't want to make for him noise. Okay, we finished. Very good. We add water. So we're gonna add water until it covers everything. I really love this cooking pot. As the water goes in, let me turn on the lights. This is moringa. Moringa, I don't know if you guys know moringa. It's right here. I've been drinking moringa for the last, I don't know how many months. Oh my god, I'm balancing camera and I was balancing camera and matchstick. Okay, so you see the water is kind of full. Just bring it and sit here. It's actually like a boat. See, it's moving. Look. My hands are clean, so don't worry. Then I'm gonna warm my moringa a little bit. I'm trying to turn on the light. Cooking videos are very challenging because for sure, okay, I'm using the already lit fire to light. So this here, see this? I put it in this plant so that the plant can receive instead of just throwing, you know, living within everything, living within. Actually, let me warm my other moringa. These were all moringas. I woke up a little late. I was with my son. Rasta living, okay? So let me show you this. Am I really a Rasta man, or who am I? I'll be answering in a few. So technically me, I'm more spiritual. I'm more spiritual than religious. Actually, this looks like something I could. Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, this looks like I'm gonna waste this. Looks like a good one. It can actually go all of it. Not so bad. Maybe even to balance my water. Okay. Then, oh, that was some meal my wife prepared. Very good. Then we take this here. Let me show you what will happen. We go outside. Let me see my son. He's asleep. Yeah, my son is asleep. Hello guys, welcome to Ayamara. Please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Living a simple life in 10 square meters. I don't know if that means 10 square meters. Is this 10 actually? Look what we've done, guys. Look outside here. It's so green. Actually, in a week's time, we will cut this grass. We don't want to cut it as early before it's strong enough. That's why we've taken time to actually cut it. So I take this, and you see, I put it here on the plants that survive. You see, like these are these used to be banana peels, orange peels. I don't just throw them away in the dustbin. No, I put them on my plants because these are highly nutritious components, plant components. So like this, I take them like this, and see that, see that. So this will rot here, okay? And that is how I am able to live organically in my small garden, you may say. See how beautiful plants are growing, flowers are coming out. This plant is growing out here, is chilling, very nice. Right now, this feels like somewhere in a 5-star coffee place, hiding area. Okay, so yeah, you can tell I always put the peels of my plants on other plants. Like now, this plant, you see how it's growing very nicely. See this, it's growing. This one is dying off because this used to be, not actually, it's already dead. Not really, this one, because now we have this one. This is the new thing that we are trying to plant. I don't even know which plant is this, but I think it's one of my seeds. I planted one of my seeds there. It's very nice. Like this here is for the tea, you know. Smells very good. Here we have a cat living softly with me. So this here, I put them like this because these are organic stuff. So instead of looking for, and you see, something like this is highly nutritious. Instead of throwing it away, you put here and this plant will enjoy. Imagine, self-sustainable. That is what I do here, simply. And you see, cats love me. They have joined. Generally, animals love me. Like they turned, like this cat was so far away, but it had me talking. And look, it's right here with us. I'm told sometimes it's an energy. If you have good energies, like animals just gravitate towards you. Something I read somewhere. For example, if you see this cat, if I open that door, it will follow me. Even with that, I just need to show it attention and it will come. Though it's attention right now, you see, it wants to catch something over there. Sometimes I give it food, but it doesn't eat this regular food. This cat eats just some food that, look, let it come and I open the door, you see where it will go. But I think it's not sure. Yeah. Then I open like this, wait and see what will happen. And I walk. I told you, and remember, this is a new cat. It's a new cat. It's making itself very comfortable because it can feel the energy. You know, if you want to deal with animals, you bend like this. Not bend, like you sit in the same position with them. They don't like when you're dominant. So like this, you see. Yeah. But I have to be careful not to touch it so much because later I'm going to touch a baby. And you guys, sometimes, some of you are just looking for me to make a mistake and shout at me instead of just correcting me, because I'm just human. I make mistakes. Back to what we are cooking. This is moringa tea. For those who don't know moringa, let me see. There is some here I could show you. I don't know if this is, no, this is not moringa. It's, I don't know. No. I don't know where my wife put it. But all these are spices, natural organic spices. Okay, it's already boiling. Actually, the best way to cook moringa is you first boil the water, then you put the moringa after the water has boiled, and it can cool down with it. But because this was already boiled, I wanted to warm it. That's why I did this. Let me close the door because sometimes, look how it's so beautiful, guys, outside. Wow. It's a small space, but very well put together. Let me put this one there. Look, very nice. Timmy. No. Ven. So Timmy wants something. Timmy likes this so much. It's the best way to win Timmy's heart. Timmy, you'll be a good dog. Okay, Timmy. Muy bien. Look. She loves those things. Every day I give it one, at least. I learned from Mama. Mama gives it. And our cat is here. So they've been having issues between the two because this is a new cat and Timmy does not like cats at all. There's one cat that comes here every evening to just provoke Timmy. And Timmy makes noise and barks. Let me return this because it's cold. So this cat now, see something like this. This is a banana peel. Instead of it being here, you put it here. Just like that, you fix the problem. there's a debate we are having with my wife. I'm telling her that this part here kind of makes this whole scenario look a little ugly. It would be nice if we just also put grass here, and I'm thinking that's actually is a very good thing, so we can have a complete grass zone and also place with no grass, because they were saying they're gonna do parisha. Parisha is a place where you roast some beef, different types of beef. But I was telling my wife that if that's the case, then because of the heat, that heat will affect the leaves of these plants which are growing right here. So that being said, we all agreed that we should put grass here. So very soon, I think I'll also, this area does not like, I don't know what's up with this place. It doesn't grow grass. I will plant it one more time and see what the result will be like. But so far so good. Look guys how the space looks, very cute. Tiny spaces, tiny, beautiful tiny spaces. You know, this is a testimony that those things you admire, they are not far away from you. All you need is just to put some work, just a little bit, every day. And sometimes people put work only in 2-3 days, and then they say, I'm tired, or it's not working, or they find an excuse, or I'm so busy. They find an excuse too. And sometimes one thing you have to understand is smart people, very smart, intelligent people, most of them end up actually working for people who are not smart enough, or people who are less smarter than them. And someone may be asking, Marwa, how or why do you say like this? It's actually been proven that most smart students, especially in class, end up working for students who even didn't finish school or things like that. And for me, I've been synthesizing this for a very, very long time, and I've always asked myself, why is it so that smart people, like really smart people, end up working for people who are not so smart? Because sometimes your boss tells you something, you're like, oh boss, bro, that's so maybe dumb, it's not smart, because you're smarter than your boss. But funny enough is your boss has resources or money or something like that more than you. What could be the reason? Before I answer that, there is some sun coming out. It's very beautiful. It's shining on my side. Look, even that also, I feel like moving this solar from here. I put it here, just it can get some. That is also something we are facing. We are facing a lot of sun issue. There's not enough sun. So the solars on this other side don't light up at night, but this side they light up. Let me actually even try to fix some like this. I'm very sure Timmy hit it. See this one? It's a very good solar. Very good ones. But I want to put it a place where it will not be interrupted. Okay, just like that. Sometimes Timmy passes here and messes it. We have another one here. Maybe I put it this way so that it can maximize. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's been cloudy. Okay, back to our question. Why or how come that smart students end up working for not so smart students? It's just for a mere reason. Sometimes when you're very smart, and I've seen this with some people who I've interacted with, they tend to be smart but at the end of the day, you don't see results. Okay, so this is maybe what could have happened. Sometimes when you're very smart, you always find a very good excuse why you can't perform or you can't do it. Okay, let me check on my son. He was asleep. he's sleepy. Actually, the mom went to do her driving exams, so wish her all the best. Okay, so the very, 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 very smart students or people in life, generally when I say smart, I mean they are very good in thinking. You find that their main problem is they end up actually finding very good excuse that if they tell you, you'll be like, yeah, that is a very good excuse why you didn't come to work tomorrow, or why you didn't do this task. That is one of the reasons I realized. And for the people who believe maybe they are not smart, like me, in primary school, I had to repeat classes because my mom wanted my sister to go to school because we didn't have we didn't have money. So my mom said, okay, your sister has to go to high school and it's so expensive, so let her first go to school so that you have to repeat, so that when I'm able to pay for your sister, I cannot be able to pay for you in high school and pay for your sister at the same time. So because you are a boy, that's actually what my mom did to me. You have to repeat 2 more classes. So when I repeated those 2 more classes, actually I was always number 1 or 2 or 3, always. Even in the national exam, I topped. And I was very poor in writing when it came to English writing. That's why sometimes even my titles have mistakes, okay? And you see, something funny also is you have to understand your strengths and weaknesses. Because you denying your strengths and weaknesses, that means then you do not face reality of life. So back to what I was explaining. Me, I've always been a smart but average student. In my high school, I used to be among those guys who are going to university. If people are going to university, I am there, but I'm not like number 1, 2, 3. High school, not high school, university the same. If people are graduating, I'm also among there, among second class, let's go, not first class and not also last class or failed class. I don't know how you categorize that, but I'm always there. So my theory is, when people are very smart, especially book smart, most of them, they find very, very, very good excuses that they tell themselves, okay, on why they did not achieve or perform or at least do a task. Maybe let's say they were supposed to open a business, okay? But they will find a very good reason why actually they did not open that business. They will tell themselves maybe the economy was doing so bad, or maybe my parents divorced, so my mind was like, they will find a very good reason that if they tell you, you'll be like, hey bro, sorry, actually that one, even if it was me, I think I will have the same fate as you had. Now, the difference between smart students and you not call them dumb, but you're gonna call them average. Me, I like to use the word average student. Is average students know that they have nothing to lose. Because sometimes also when you are very smart, you're always trying to prove yourself a point. Like, I'm smart, I'm not supposed to lose, I'm not supposed to. So if you go through those phases of losing and this, you're like, oh, you don't want to admit it. So because for you've already put yourself in a category that I am so smart, I am supposed to be winning. So when losses come on your way, it's like, it's a disbelief. But for these regular, normal people that have nothing to lose, they're like, I've always lost. Let me just take the risk of opening this business. Let me just do this. And then they end up becoming very good at what they do. And what actually helps them is because of something we call repetition, which in a good way, somebody can say consistency. Consistency is nothing but repetition. That is all it means. You're able to do the same thing over and over and over and over, and you become. If today I went back to my 25 years, now I'm heading to 30, I'm 33, heading to 35. God give me more life, okay? Thank you. If today I was 25 and I had just finished my education, let's say my degree or any type of education you have, maybe tertiary education, all I'll do in my life is take risk, which actually I did when I was 25. I was flying from Africa to Colombia to go and start a job in a country that I didn't speak a language or their language. Sorry guys, oh my God. So if you're a young guy out there, or maybe this video, you could even share it to your, maybe cousin who is growing up, or sister, or young brother. Even that guy who wants to date your daughter, or that daughter that you are. So you can actually share this to anyone. And also if you're an older person, I would love to hear comments here. I'll read these comments to try to see if you guys understand. If me, I was a young person, which I am, but I'm saying young in this case, in my 20s, the best thing I could do for myself is first ensure that I do not have to deal with police. Just misbehaving. Because when you're in 20s, you start feeling like nobody can tell you anything. You're strong enough. You feel you are a man enough. You are everything enough. Okay? Number one is I would just avoid being in situations that can put me in jail, or if I'm in my 20s. Okay? But again, I would risk everything, because sometimes people associate risk with doing bad things. Like risk means you're putting your life in danger. No, risk simply means, bro, you don't have a family, you don't have a kid, it's just you to eat and sleep. Those are the things you worry about, and just you being alive. Why not go to even a country somewhere and try and see if it works or it does not work? But sometimes people want to take this risk when it's too late, when they are in their 30s. And in their 30s they already have their mind already stuck on something. They believe that if they don't do this thing, they cannot succeed. So even if they take risk, they are not really they are more calculative risk. And calculative risk simply means you thought about it, and that means maybe you're not taking a very good risk as it's supposed to be, because risk simply means you don't know what will happen. So let's go see what's going on in the kitchen. My son is sleeping, so we'll have to talk slow. Moringa is here. This is also moringa, so it's nothing bad. ¿Qué pasó? Maisha is sleeping. Calm down. Tranquilo. Oh my God. I don't know if this cat eats. This is beef. If she doesn't eat, Timmy will eat. At least it's a sure bet. Now that's being a boy. Timmy will eat that. She's looking for it, you see? She can feel something. She's like, where is that thing? See? She's running away, but she will go back to look for it. See? She has a very good sense of smell. She doesn't know where that nice aroma is coming from. So she's checking where I was. The more she goes away, she realizes, no. Oh my God, right there. Oh, she was too close. What happened, Timmy? It's right there, Timmy. Oh my God, she was too close. She was too close. What happened? She still doesn't believe that nice aroma. Okay, Timmy, then. Shh. Timmy. Timmy. She can't come. She's very timid. That's her name. Timmy. She got her name because she's very timid. She can be friendly, but at the same time very shy and wants to run away. Not really run away, but just shy. Or timid, that's the word. Timmy. Imagine, just because I've given her attention, now she's totally running away. Timmy. Shh, come on, Timmy. Timmy, come on. I just gave you galleta. Galleta is biscuit. Timmy, ven, Timmy. Shh, Timmy. This cat does not eat this food. I was telling you, this cat's here in my home. My cat, and this is beef. She can't eat because she's used to cat food. She doesn't know anything else. You see, she just... Let's go see what's going on with our cooking and our moringa. Cook with me. Very good. See? I know lots of you will tell me, Maro, that's a lot of soup. Now the beauty of this soup is you can drink it directly. This water, you can drink it. Very healthy. And you see also these are seeds from the pumpkin. Oh, it's already, wow. You can't believe, guys. It's already, look, it's cracking. Not cracking, but I think I put a lot of water. But I'll drink this soup. Instead of just drinking regular water, you drink Marwa's organic soup. Let's drink some moringa. It's very cold. And it's been raining a lot. We've had several challenges, guys. One of the challenges I've shown you is this. See here? And there. So the way things look is the roof was not well done. So now that's the thing we need to do. We need to fix. We need to remove the entire roof on this side, okay? And try to fix it. So because now water is running, you see water is running all the way that way. And here already you can see that is water. So something we need to work on before we leave for Africa. Otherwise, if we leave, this will be unresolved issue. My Aisha is asleep. So I return this door like this because it's very cold to open. Can you imagine this dog is still here? I can't talk, I can't call her name. So if you assume her, she comes to you. If you call her the name, it doesn't come. Hola, mama. Yes, I see mama on the other side. It's very cold. I need some socks. So guys, I'm having some moringa tea. Oh, Timmy already ate the food. Oh my god. Hey, it's cold. I need to go and get some jacket, guys. And then we talk about what I was telling you about why the smart people sometimes end up working for people who are not so smart. I'm looking for socks. Aisha is asleep. You know, it's very cold. Every day it's getting colder and colder. Every day. Because summer is over. Now we are in the fall. Trees, you can see some trees outside. Maybe I take you there, you see. The trees are turning to be very, let me show you. Here. See the trees? See how they are turning? They are looking like this. Okay. You see? The trees are turning like, which color is that actually? Yellowish? Orange? And me, I had many issues with orange and yellow because I always thought orange is the color of the orange itself, orange fruit. But I came to learn that is not orange. There is orange and yellow. That is actually yellow, not orange. Confused me my entire life. Anyway, guys, we're here. Let's have some moringa slowly. It's actually a slow life in Latin America, guys. This is kind of how my slow life is. Slowly. Before we move to Africa. It's kind of boring, but in a good way, you know. You'd rather be here than somewhere in a big city where your only greenery is a bus that is green that passes, or at least, or the, how do you call them? Semaphoros. Semaphoro is like street lights. Not street light, but traffic lights. What's up, cat? How are you? I don't know if it's a she or a he. New member. Nowadays, the cat and the dog, they are friendly. They have learned to coexist, you know. The first days it was a problem. They used to fight, and the dog saw this cat and it wants to chase it away, but now the dog has accepted that, hey, I'm not the only one in this home anymore. We have baby cat, you know. She's very, I don't know if it's a she or a he. So I remember last time I talked about having a business and like investing in Africa, buying land. I did not say that buy land from me because I don't have land to sell. I just told you you can actually buy land. It's a very good investment, okay? So anyone trying to change that information is, and I did not say come buy land from Maro. I don't have land to sell. And if I was to sell, I'll sell you like serious money, not $1,000, not even 10,000, at least 50,000 if I was to sell. Because the little I have is already what I feel should be mine. But the beauty of me telling you it's good to invest in Africa and things like that is sometimes there's something we call underdog, you know, when everybody ignores something, when everybody sees nothing good that can come out of a situation, then all of a sudden that thing in the future becomes like, wow, you know? Same thing as this thing they call Bitcoin and all this. I do not encourage you to put your money there, but if you have good knowledge, you can. But I heard about Bitcoin when I was very like, it was around, actually I had a very good friend, his name was Brian Bitcoin, he's still my good friend. This guy used to come to Colombia and really spoil us, like tell us, have whatever drink you want. Maybe he's still watching this video, he may testify. His name was Brian, but because he used to do a lot of Bitcoin Bitcoin stuff, like trading and everything, so we called him Brian Bitcoin. Actually, he was one of the first guys who ever donated to my YouTube channel in a huge chunk. Actually, there's a story where there's an American guy I met when I was in Colombia. Okay, I'll not mention his name, just it's a story that you can find on my YouTube video. So this guy saw my videos when I was in Colombia. That was around 2016, 2017, around there. I think 2017 for sure. So he saw my videos. He said he's visiting Colombia because he had seen my videos in Colombia and he liked my videos, he liked my energy. So I invited this guy. I didn't invite him, but he arrived in Colombia and wrote me and said, bro, you know, you've been my inspiration. I watch you every day. He was a black guy, very tall. Actually, I've never met a tall guy than him. I have a friend of mine called George Morara who is very tall, but this guy was taller than that. So let me call him Mr. C because his name was starting with C. So Mr. C came to Colombia, reached out to me, you know, Maro, the good guy, very friendly guy from Africa. I met a brother. I took him even where I was staying. There was even a single lady actually who was staying in a story building. You know, most of these countries, you don't find a home like this. Most of these countries, you find even you are living in one door. You can go through the same door, but inside there is rooms. Everybody has their own room and you share the space. Okay? So, this guy, I invited him. I introduced him to one of even my neighbors, next door neighbor. She was a single lady. Her name was actually Kyla, just to make the story. Like maybe if you've watched me for so long, you know the story. And by that time, I had just earned my first YouTube paycheck. It was around $1,300 and I had saved for nearly an entire year. And you may be asking, Maro, you're talking about brand Bitcoin. Now you're talking about Mr. C. What is the connection? Okay, we are going there. today's story time. So Mr. C came. I invited him to my place because he wanted to see where I'm living and things like that. I ended up connecting him to a single lady in the same area I was staying, in the same building I was staying, actually in the same space. So then we used to go out with Mr. C, and sometimes he would say, Marwa, today you're not buying anything, I'll take care of you. You know, I don't drink. So for me, one beer, which is like $2 is enough, or $3 is enough for me for the whole night. I don't take beers. I do, but in a very, how can I say, you know, for example, when I visit a new country, I try a beer just to test, you know, just feel what it feels like to be there. So I gained trust with Mr. C. And after a few months, Mr. C told me, hey Marwa, I'm gonna go to the US because I'm gonna go fix some stuff, but I'm just going for a week and I will be back. I was very confident that Mr. C on his word, because all along we had stayed together. I did not see any tricky or malicious behavior. So I had just earned my first YouTube paycheck, which it's on YouTube. You can go and search Marwa's first YouTube paycheck. You see how happy I was to go and collect the money. 1,300 US, around there. And by that time, I didn't have a laptop. I wanted to buy a nice Apple. Actually, it was Apple 13, you know? Is it Apple 13? This, I don't even know how they call them, these laptops. But it was 13 Pro. 13 something, 13 Pro, 13 something, you know? Apple, MacBook 13 Pro. Yeah. Guys, it was the first time for me to dream of having an Apple. And since that time, I've had a personal vendetta, I don't know how you want to call it, vendetta, with Apple itself. Anyway, this is how the story goes. Because Mr. C told me he's going to America, and I had already known him for a few months. I had even helped him get a girlfriend in the same space I was living. So I was very confident that actually he's coming back because he has a girlfriend. We've been going out with him. I've never seen any shagala bagala stuff. I ended up telling Mr. C, I'm gonna give you money because it's just 1 week. I'm gonna give you money. When you're in the US, you buy me this MacBook 13 Pro, and when you come back with it. Because I was like, it's a sure deal. This is a friend I've known. Remember how the story started? He came to Colombia because he had seen my videos that had inspired him to actually even visit Colombia. So he told me, no, Mara, you don't give me the money now. Just wait until I arrive in America. Once I'm there, I'll give you details where you can send the money. I was like, wow, actually that sounds like a very genuine man. Because if he had other motives, he would be like, yeah, give me the money now. So he actually left the country, went to the US, and this is a story that I had told you, but I'm repeating just to know where I came from, about Bitcoin and cash and things like that. Mr. C left Colombia, left his girlfriend, left me behind, and promised to return in a week's time. While in America, sure, I'm a man of my word, I sent money to him, 1,300 and something. Okay, so I sent money. I was expecting after 2-3 days, he will be telling me, Marwa, I bought you a laptop, I'm on my way to Colombia. Bro, after sending him the money, 1 week went. Hey bro, when are you coming? Oh, sorry, my mother got sick, emergency, and I'm the only child, something like that. I can't remember that statement, but he gave me a reason why he should be the only one taking care of the mother, that there's nobody else. So I was like, okay. I was chilling. 1 week went, 2 weeks went, 3 weeks went, 1 month went. There's another guy from the US. who also was coming to Colombia after watching my videos. So when he came to Colombia, I told him the story about this other guy. He told me, bro, I'm sorry, but I was with this guy yesterday in the club. We were partying together, bro. Actually, he was buying bottles. I was like, where? In Colombia, in the club. Here, in the same city. Oh my God. He told me, look, this is the picture, me and him. Look, we were partying. So the guy, apparently, he had actually left America a long time ago. He didn't bring me. Actually, he really took me through a long stuff. He even gave me a fake tracking number. And I would go up to the airport, bro. I would go to the airport looking, telling them, hey, I'm looking for this. And they'll tell me, yeah, this number does not even exist in our system. And this guy would tell me, go to this place. There is a spot at the airport where I sent through them. He Googles online, sees where packages are being sent at the airport of Bogota, Colombia. That is, what is the name of that airport? I forgot the name, and it's, oh my God, it's such a big airport that I always remember. Let me check on my son. Okay, just a little bit. Hey, today he has really slept. But you know, the mom gave him milk before she left, so he's full and his diapers is changed and it's cold, so he could just be feeling good to be inside. So this guy had Googled online. He found a place where they import stuff, like a shipping company near the airport. He gave me the name of the airport, that shipping company, and a fake tracking number. So I went there. I went and checked. For like 2 weeks I'm checking, saying, oh bro, maybe you should just be patient a little bit, it will be coming. I said, okay. And that time I used to work as a teacher, guys. Okay, volunteer teacher. Actually, by that time I had gotten a job, like not a volunteer. So to cut the long story short is, the laptop never showed up, and sure enough, this guy was in Colombia and he had eaten my money. So I started going to the police. I went and wrote a statement to the police. I gave them the number. I told them what had happened. They actually called this guy. And this guy showed up in the police station. You know, the guy came to the police station and started threatening me, saying, how dare you report me to the police? Imagine, he was a very tall guy. So then I went online. I told my viewers what had happened. Okay, the way I'm telling you this story. So a guy by the name Brand Bitcoin, I was just doing a live stream, something like that, or maybe a video, reached out and told me, Marwa, I'm a black American and I'm very embarrassed with what a brother did to you. And just to compensate, to show you that I'm with you, I'm gonna send you $700 US right now. I was like, bro, are you serious? He said, yeah, I'm very serious. I want to make sure you have a new laptop in the next 1 week. Trust me, Brand Bitcoin sent me $700, and the next, after 2-3 days, he sent me another $500, and I had over $1,000, 300, I think 200. So this is where this story of Brand Bitcoin comes in, and Bitcoin and investing. So he came. No, he sent me the money. I wonder, I picked the money actually. And he told me, bro, don't worry. Actually, even I plan to come to Colombia. When I come there, I will meet you in person and maybe we can do a tour of the city and things like that. So sure enough, one day, so I'm just telling you, a lot of people actually came through for me. That is like 2017. You know, sometimes nowadays people see somebody's supporting me with $1, $2, and people become so jealous and start saying, oh, this is, I don't know what they call it, names, just to discourage people who are supporting me. But I used to get support since I started my career. And people just loved or they have always loved my honesty, my art, and everything. And also, you know, in the American culture, life is very different. If people actually like you, they support you through any means they can do. So when I did this story of Mr. C, a lot of Americans, especially black Americans, felt so pity for me. Like, bro, you didn't deserve all this. And even funny enough is they had seen him in my videos, me chilling with him, interacting with you know, the locals. So they felt so sad for me. So then this guy, Brand Bitcoin, came. He's still my friend up to today. Even the last time I had some issues, a little bit that I'll not mention. Not really issues. It's just, you know, when you go through life, sometimes you want somebody you can call and tell him, hey bro, you know, I'm going through this, what is your advice? I reached out to him and he advised me. So that is how I was telling you the connection between Bitcoin and Brian, and then this story. So Brian used to come to Colombia, okay, and he would spend serious money on us, and he would tell us, don't worry, enjoy, because me, I am the guy who does Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the future. And we would laugh. I swear we would laugh. He would tell us, bro, invest your money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the future. And me, I would laugh. Okay? And disclaimer, I'm not telling anyone to go and invest in Bitcoin, because me, even I don't know how Bitcoin works up to today. But why am I giving you this story? Because some years later, which is even the current years we are, governments invest in this thing called Bitcoin. And they have made serious money. Serious money. One Bitcoin now, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. And by that time, actually a Bitcoin was like $12 and something. Like, it was so cheap. I can't remember, but it was so cheap, and this guy would joke and say, and even we nicknamed him Brand Bitcoin. What does this actually have to do with today's story? Initially, I started this video telling you why rich people, not rich people actually, why successful people, not really successful, but smart people end up working for people who take risks in life. And for example, if maybe I didn't take the risk that I did, I would not be standing here today. I would not be your favorite entertainer. You know, taking that risk and being out there and just pushing every single day, that has made me stand out and has rewarded me, because sometimes more risk, more success. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Let's go back to our cooking, guys. Now you know the story about Mr. C, and that was the first time I ever lost. Ever. And I learned from it. And I learned that, hey, not everybody who says is your friend is your friend. I learned. And then I became very self-guarding, where I used to say, I don't have friends. I'm alone. I like to be alone. So let's go see what's going on. What's cooking? I think I have overcooked. Yeah, it's ready. Oh, it's more than ready. It's more than ready, guys. I think what I'll do is I will okay. Let me give it a few more minutes, and that will be it. Let me give it a few more minutes, and that will be it. Anyway, guys, that is a story that's probably a lot of you didn't have an idea of, but I live to tell you a story. I'm finishing my moringa, and also I don't even have to title this video, to be honest, because it's been so random, so different, so everything. But if you're watching this video today, just know I released it today. It was filmed today, and today it's going online. I want to thank everybody for supporting me, guys. I want to thank you right there, especially if you've subscribed. Please subscribe. I called this series the Boring Marwa series, but again I saw some of very good comments in the comment section telling me, Marwa, I rather watch you than go watch some people who are spreading lies and misinformation and abuses. I rather just stand with you, Marwa, every day like this. But again, guys, very soon we will be heading to Africa. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting. Even me, I have been waiting. I've been patient enough. Can you imagine, we left in Africa when we were 2. Now we are going as 3. That by itself is a major encouragement. And also I'm very proud with what we've done. Every day I quote this. I don't know what's happening. I feel like there is serious problem. You see the dog is stepping on this grass and it's rotting. You see that? I don't know, is the dog playing on the grass or the grass is missing air? Maybe it's time to cut this grass. I don't know, honestly. But I'll talk to Mr. Luis to see what's going on. Maybe soon we'll cut. But I love this space we've created. It's been amazing. And guys, what did you learn from my stories today? The Marwa stories in Argentina. What did you learn today? What have you learned? Let me get to know in the comment section. And also, if there's something you feel like maybe I could talk about, I will be reading your comments here today. And thank you also for the guys who wrote a lot of comments concerning Mr. Luis' car. A lot of even the emails. Thank you so much. He's still trying to fix it every day. And I don't want to push him like, hey. Me, sometimes I like to observe and learn and contribute if possible. Look how gloomy it is. Remember when I was filming this video, it was looking nice, but all of a sudden it's looking so gloomy, so everything. All right, guys, let me go edit this video. Actually, I'm not editing. I'm just gonna combine it and put it on the internet. But I want to say thank you so much, guys. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please, I'm saying please subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe, guys. When you subscribe to me, you're directly supporting me, guys. If you watch this video from the start till the end, you are directly supporting me. And thank you for everything, guys. I am more than appreciative. I hear somebody walking. I thought it's Rosia. But yeah, even me, I'm shocked today. Maisha slept for over 1 hour of me filming this video. He's asleep.
All I need is you, baby, baby. Over.
How much do I need to party here in Jamaica? Marwa.
My name is Mo.
We are in Hawaii.
at
Yeah.
the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
So I'm officially saying goodbye to Japan. As you see here, welcome to Japan.
Eres, Elisa?
Soy de España.
I'm heading to